everyone, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm actually talking about a stock that I think is going to explode tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about different indicators and also about the company and show you guys how I think is going to explode tomorrow. So the ticker for the company is ACAD, and I'm going to talk about their different aspect of the company. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I release video every day. The objective here is to get you guys information a little bit early so we can invest, our money in a stock. So look, they already have a comprehensive list of different drugs they're working on. And there are 3 drugs that actually are in phase 3. And every time there's a pharmaceutical stock that has different drugs they're working on, whenever they move a phase, you will see a good uptrend on a stock for a couple of hours in the morning the next day, like the day the stock is going to trade, right? So let's say the news came out, for example, on Friday, you'll see on a Monday, on 9:30, after 9:30 for a couple of hours, is going to have a good day. Now, nothing is set in stones. This is just my experience, my opinion, right? Nothing is financial advice, but this is what I've seen for the pharmaceutical stock. So for the stock, what I'm seeing right now for the uptick for the stock is they have a release earnings call coming up on May 4th. Generally, when there's an earnings call, I've seen a lot of stocks actually moving upward during that time frame. Now, does it sustain that upward momentum, usually because maybe a lot of folks are shorting the stock, but usually for a couple of hours it does stay in the morning, especially, right? It's very volatile. Market cap of the company is 2.97 billion. It's a large company. Average volume for the stock is about 1.5 million. On a Friday close of business day, they did about 1.4. Let's talk about the ownership, right? The majority of the ownership is with the institutional banks. Now, these are the big companies like Chase Bank, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, big dogs, right? They own about 92%, 92.43 to be exact. The 104 of those institutional banks actually bought new positions, 10 million, and 124 sold out 9 million. So they're still on the 92%. They have a new position, increased position by 10 million, decreased position by 9, but if you do the math, it's still up by 1 million, okay? Now, as far as the different Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, different analysts from these firms consider this a buy. They think the average price should be around $29. The highest it could get to $37. The lowest it could get to $20. And of course, this is everything on the ratings part. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Nothing is set in stone, right? These guys look at different cash flows, balance sheet, and they come up with the estimate. But again, market unpredictable sometimes, right? You have everything looking good for the stock, but the stock doesn't do that good on a given day, right? So that's also given. So let's look at the chart real quick. Now, on a close of business day, right, it closed at 4 o'clock, 4:29. It closed at $18.39. And then there were 45,000 shares were traded, right? And there was 20 shares were traded after market. So look at this. The stock jumped from $18.42 to $19.50. If you notice here, there's a gap right here, right? So not everything is visible to the retail traders. So this is something that institutional bank might have increased their position, right? So this won't come up here. So that's why you see the gap right here. And also, if you see here, for example, it's only 20 stocks were sold at, bought at this point. However, there's a big increase. A 20 stock will not increase the price $1, okay? So there's a lot of activity happening here. And the RSI, the relative strength index, is shot straight up to 63.29. Everything is above 70 is overbought. Anything below 30 is oversold, right? So end of close of Friday, the stock RSI was 36, which means that a lot of people was getting rid of the stock. Suddenly, after hours, the stock shot up, but there's not enough data here because we don't see that data. But the stock is already 63.29. The indicators don't lie, right? MACD, which is the moving average conversion diversion, a sharp upward direction right there, right? Crossing the signal line. And there's a histogram is already at 0.03, which means that it went straight up to the positive indicator, okay? Now, I've seen this numerous times with different stocks for pharmaceutical. When you have an uptick like this, generally it leads to a good upward direction for a couple of hours, okay? And I think the stock probably will hit that $21 mark, if not greater. But again, nobody can predict the future. But these indicators are also telling me that the stock is going to go up. And I'm going to remove this, the drawings for a minute. Now, if you see here, exponential moving average, 13 period, it literally is like a taking a turn and it's going to hit that 48. If it crosses that 48, you already know it's going to go up. And I'm very strong on this. I think the stock is going to hit that $21 mark that I had here before. Let me bring the drawings back here. I think the stock is going to hit that $21. But look, I just want to put it out there for you guys to put it on your watch list. Make sure you guys check this out at 9:30 or maybe a little prior to that and see how the stock is moving. If you're on a different brokerage app like Robinhood and things like that, you can see how the stock is doing pre-market, sorry. And definitely something that you got to keep it on your watch list for tomorrow. And just want to bring this quick video to you. If you liked it, if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Keeps me motivated to bring this information early. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.